Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Destiny video. And in this video, it is finally time to talk about the Trials of Osiris. I'm now allowed to talk about and show you some of the footage I recorded of the Trials of Osiris from when I was at Bungie last week. And in this video, the footage you're about to see is from the very first game I played, and I was teamed up with More Console and my name is Blythe. Anyway, enough messing around, let's get straight into it. First up, what is Trials of Osiris? And the answer, my friends, is not a 3v3 skirmish with level advantages enabled, as everyone previously thought from the data mined information. It is actually a 3v3 elimination mode with level advantages enabled. But what is elimination, you ask? Well, elimination is a new mode coming to Destiny in the House of Wolves expansion, which drops on May 19th, and it works like this. The matches take place on Mercury's Burning Shrine map, and it pits two teams of 3 Guardians against each other. The first team to 5 points wins, and in order to earn a point, you need to wipe out the enemy team. See, in elimination, if you kill an opponent, the only way they can get back in the game is if their teammate revives them. Unlike skirmish, where there's a revive option but also a respawn timer, elimination has no respawn, so if you go down, it is entirely down to your teammates to get you back up. Plus, the change that was recently added to revive times also applies in this mode. In other words, if you keep reviving the same person, the revive timer increases by 5 seconds each time. So just try not to go down too much, otherwise the person reviving you is going to be a sitting duck. And that right there, that, my friends, is where one of the key tactics comes in. I'm going to talk more about tactics in the next video I have going up, but note that camping dead bodies is a strong play in elimination. If you can hold that ground and stop the enemy team from getting back to their teammate, then they're going to be permanently down a member. Plus, it's a surefire way to guarantee they're probably going to come back towards you. However, there's more to this mode than simply wiping out the enemy team until you have 5 points. See, when a team gets 3 points, the next round is a heavy ammo round.
Heavy ammo inbound.
Unlike conventional Crucible modes, where heavy ammo spawns after a predetermined period of time, in Trials of Osiris' elimination, it only occurs after a team earns their 3rd point, which means at this point in the game, you need to drastically change your playstyle, because control over the heavy ammo in a mode like this is a game changer. And speaking of game changers, what about supers? I know some people are going to think that an elimination mode with supers is just going to be an easy win, but on the contrary. See, typically, the rate at which your super meter fills means that the first time you encounter one will likely be about round 3. So you could either use it there and then to make light work of your opponents, or you save it till the heavy ammo round to prevent the enemy team getting their hands on it. The choice is entirely up to you, and again I'll talk tactics later on, but for the most part you'll only see one super from each player per game. Also, if the round timer ends and you haven't wiped out the enemy team or you haven't been wiped out yourself, then you enter overtime.
You're in overtime. Capture the zone to end this quick.
And at this stage, a zone appears in the middle of the map, which is kind of like a zone in control. At this point, you now have 2 options. You either quickly take out the enemy team, or you capture the zone in the middle. And if you successfully capture it, you automatically win, irrespective of how many other team members are alive. Also, remember, at all times, level advantages are enabled. So bring your best gear, bring your best guns, because every little bit is going to help. So, now you know what it is, how do you take part? Because if you saw my video I put up last week on the Trials of Osiris, you'll remember I said you need to earn your way into the tournament by obtaining a tournament ticket. Well, that's not quite accurate. What you actually need is a Trials passage. This is your ticket. You can obtain this in 2 ways. You either earn it randomly from winning in regular Crucible, or you can buy it for 100 Glimmer from Brother Vance, the Osiris vendor in the Reef. Now you may think that 100 Glimmer seems a little low, and as such, everyone and anyone will be able to take part in this. And yes, that's true. But note that once you bought it from Vance, it disappears from his inventory, meaning you can only purchase 1 per week. So the initial entry requirements are low, but loose, and then you need to earn your way back in. Besides buying it from Vance, Trials passages are randomly earned from winning matches in regular Crucible. Now, the description on the Trials passage reads, grants access to this week's Trials of Osiris tournament. Teams of 3 compete until they win 9 matches, lose 3 matches, or until the week's tournament ends. And if you remember, the Trials of Osiris, the tournament itself, runs from Friday up until reset, i.e. over the weekend. Meaning that this is your window in which you can take part, and this is the window in which you need to earn all your rewards. So, as you can see from the description on the Trials passage, Lose 3 times and you're out and you need to earn your way back in, but similarly win 9 times and that is your coin used up. Then once again you need to earn your way back in. Now if you cast your mind back to last week's stream, when we got a glimpse at the reef, while Deej didn't scan over all of Brother Vance's stock, he did quickly skim over the second row, and these items, or consumables, are all based on altering your wins and losses. There's an item that allows you to begin the tournament with 1 win, an item that allows you to discount your first loss, and an item that allows your first win to count as 2. And all of these consumable items cost passage coins, which are coins you earn from winning in trials. Plus, Vance very kindly gives you 3 the very first time you speak to him. Beyond that, once you finish up in the tournament, you return to Vance for your rewards. Now the rewards are purchased with Glimmer, but the rewards that are available to you directly correlate to the number of wins you had. In other words, the more wins you have, the better the rewards you can buy. And these wins are tracked in-game. At the beginning and the end of matches, under the game history UI, the yellow dots mark your wins, and there's 9 in total, and the red dots mark your loss, and there's 3 in total. 2 wins will allow you to purchase a stone tier reward, which is effectively a package that, when opened, will result in some sort of prize. Followed by bronze tier for 3 wins, the ability to purchase a piece of armour for 5 wins, a silver tier package for 6 wins, a weapon for 7 wins, and a gold tier package for 8 wins. As for 9, I still don't know, but I imagine it's pretty flipping good. Now the reason I'm talking to you about these rewards without actually showing you is because right now I'm not actually permitted to show Vance's inventory screen. There are certain dates that I can and cannot show certain things, and showing Brother Vance's inventory in detail is one such thing that'll have to wait for another day. I will show you guys, just not today. And with that, my work here is done. That, my friends, is my breakdown of the Trials of Osiris. How you enter, what it is, and what goes down. I've got to say, honestly, from the brief time that I played it, it is my new favourite Crucible mode. It creates so many great moments, and it had me sitting on the edge of my seat the whole time. To be fair, that was probably amplified by the fact that when we were at Bungie, we played it as a tournament, with teams getting knocked out, but still, regardless, there's so much pressure, but at the same time it's so exciting. Thinking that you have 1 life, and 1 wrong move, could not only mean the end for you, but also your team, this just adds to the intensity. This mode really is all about teamwork. You have to stick together, and you have to communicate. If you don't, you will get singled out, stomped out, and your team will lose. I'm going to talk more about tactics and my general thoughts a bit more broadly in the next Osiris video dropping shortly, but for the time being, that's what I've got to say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments down below what you think of Trials from what you've seen, and thank you very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.
Guardian down.
Enemy team eliminated. Weapons down, Guardians. This fight's over.